Assalamu alaikum, family. Hope y'all having a blessed, wonderful day. Hope y'all are doing well out there. Today is Wednesday. It's hump day, halfway through the week. We're almost there. We got 2 more days before the weekend. So I hope you all are doing well. Hope you're having a blessed and wonderful day. Hope you had a blessed and wonderful um, earlier part of this week and weekend. I know it's been a few days since I've been on here, but the news has been kind of slow. Well, as far as I'm concerned. But in any event, we're here. We pray all praises are due to Allah for allowing us to see another day. We made it, and we give Him thanks, and all praises are due to Him. For with Him we have our fiber of our being, we have our breath, we have our life. Excuse me. So all praises are due to Him. And the likelihood that you're having one of those days, and we all know that in this life a little rain must fall. Always, always remember this. Tough times don't last, tough people do. Keep your hope and trust and faith in Allah God, and He will see you through. I could definitely bear witness to that. So, getting to the topic for this video, Texas Judge Angela Tucker, Black woman, married with children. She's a Christian and she's Republican. And I'm going to touch on that in a few seconds. Um, She released brother Carmelo Anthony, young brother Carmelo. She released him on $250,000 bond. Originally, the defense, his legal team, they wanted 150K, but Judge Tucker said no. She raised it $100,000 to 250K. Originally, originally it was $1 million. That's right, $1 million. So it was lowered significantly, 750K. So even though she raised it 100,000, it still was a lot lower than the 1 million that they were seeking, that the prosecution was seeking. So brothers out on and she also gave strict guidelines. She put him on an ankle monitor, so his movements are restricted. So I knew someone who was on an ankle monitor when I lived in Florida, and they couldn't even go to the curb. Like they could go to the on a porch in their yard, but they could not go out to the curb to the street. They could go to the backyard. That's how restricted their movements were, and I'm sure it's probably the same way with him. So his movements are severely restricted. He's on an ankle monitor, meaning that if he goes outside of that radius of the ankle monitor, that sucker gonna go off, and he's gonna be in deep, deep trouble. So the most important thing is he's sent home. He's home with his family, and I think the ankle monitor was good because you don't want this young brother out and about because people and those when I say people, I mean white people, conservatives, many of them, they're angry, they're big mad, they're in their feelings, and we don't want the young brother out with his family or out by himself and something happens to him. So by restricting his movements, I think that was a good move on her part, and kudos to her. Salute to you, sister, for doing the right thing, because $1 million, that's way too much. That's just ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. So he's released to his family and he's going to await trial. I saw that the Anthony family had to move from their residence, so we don't know where they moved to. I don't even want to know, and it shouldn't even be disclosed because that jeopardizes their safety. So they moved, and there's been rumors going around, and people are just so evil and disgusting. The money raised on GiveSendGo.com, there was a rumor going out there that the family didn't use it, that it was used for something else. First of all, who gives a goddamn what they use the money for? I don't care if they bought a new Cadillac Escalade. That's their money. Maybe they don't want to be seen in the vehicles that they're known in. Have y'all thought about that? Since you White conservatives are so smart. Have you thought about maybe they don't want to be seen driving around in a vehicle that's known? They want to be seen as something else. They need that money to help them move, to relocate, because they have been receiving death threats from you savages. So it's just a lot of reasons that they needed that money. Not to mention for his legal defense and moving cost and for their safety, for security. Who gives a damn why they needed the money, what they're going to do with the money? That's their money. Before I go any further, hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down, hit that subscribe button so you get notifications of whenever I do videos on here. So who gives a damn? Who gives a damn? When y'all raise money for Kyle Rittenhouse, did we say what his family gonna do with the money? Are they splurging on it? No. You devils raised the money for him. No questions asked. But when we do it for our young brother, oh well, they probably spending it on something else. That's not what the money was intended for. Man, get the Bozaks. Get the Bozak. Go to hell. It's no business of yours. That's their money. Just ridiculous. But in any event, um, Sister Judge Tucker, she's receiving death threats now. Her life is in jeopardy because people are so, like I said, these savages are in their feelings. Why did you release this killer? No, she did. She let the legal process. It was due process is what she did. Every defendant has a right to a trial. A trial. If they post the bond, they're released. Now, if Brother Carmelo's family couldn't post the bond, he would still be in jail. But they had the resources to post the bond, therefore he's not in there. And he also has a right to build his case from outside. Outside, I mean outside the jail. That right is guaranteed to every person that's accused of a crime. That is the legal process. That's what's in our law, in our Constitution. I have it in my other room there. I don't feel like getting up and grabbing it right now. Everyone has a right to a trial. So, be in your feelings, savages. If you feel that strongly about it, write your legislator, write your lawmakers, try to get it changed. Good luck with that. But see, this goes to show you that they want the rules for them. But when the situation is reversed and the same rules that they make up and that we follow, they don't want us to follow those rules. They want it to be different rules. Rules for thee, but not for me. Rules for thee, but not for me. Yeah, pretty much what it is. So they're in their feelings. And Judge Tucker, the sister's receiving death threats. Um, of course, I'm not surprised by that. So her safety's in is in jeopardy. I hope she has the steel on her. She's a conservative, and I said that a few minutes ago in this video. She's a Republican, a Christian. Everything these MAGA folks want. Christian values. They're so about Christian values, Christian core values. They so about the Constitution, constitutional rights. Well, Judge Tucker is both. She's for the Constitution and she's a Christian, and she's a Republican. But nope, because she did the right thing, and brother Carmelo is a young black teen. Nope, how dare her? This is why I tell y'all about aligning with the Democrats and Republicans. These devils will show their true colors, whether it be white liberals or white conservatives. They're devils. The devil knows no political party. I'm going to repeat that again. The devil knows no political party. They're in both parties. So while y'all out here, you know, you black liberals are out here tap dancing for white liberals, you know what I'm saying? While y'all out here tap dancing for them, do something that they don't agree with. They will show their true colors. While you black conservatives are out here tap dancing for the white conservatives, the MAGA folks, the Republicans, do something that they don't agree with. They will show you their true colors. Am I lying or am I flying? Am I right or am I absolutely right? Thank you for the shout out. Appreciate you. Salute. Thank you for that. And shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in. But it's not surprising. It is not surprising what's going on in this case. Again, it's an unfortunate incident. It is. But let it be a lesson. Do not put your hands on people. It will not go well for you. And Austin Metcalf, FAAFO, fucked around and found out. Excuse me for saying that. But that's what that FAAFO, he did. No, no, don't mess with people. That's why I said, where were there when I did my video last week about this incident? I asked the question, where were the adults? Where were a teacher, assistant principal, security? An adult should have stepped in and said, hey, y'all break it up. You go somewhere, you go somewhere. And Austin Metcalf would have been alive. Brother Carmelo wouldn't be going through what he's going through now. So it's just a sad situation all around. But again, you cannot put your hands on people. And it's funny to me, it amazes me. I shouldn't say it amazes me, but it amuses me that the same people who are big mad and in their feelings, they're in their feelings about Brother Carmelo defending himself and unaliving Austin Metcalf and calling him a killer, a savage, what so have you. And this dude put his hands on him, allegedly, put his hands on Brother Carmelo. Have no problem saying that Daniel Penny is a hero. They have no problem saying that, no qualms about it. Daniel Penny was the coward savage. The coward savage that killed that brother Jordan Neely on the subway in New York. Brother Jordan was going through mental issues. He was yelling stuff. He wasn't threatening. He wasn't a threat to anyone. The witnesses even said that he wasn't a threat to anyone. But Daniel Penny, being like many young white savages, many of them felt the need to be Billy Badass, felt the need to be the hero. And he did it the cowardly way. He came from behind Brother Jordan and put him in a chokehold and choked this man to death. And he got off for it, but yet he's a hero. but brother Carmelo is a savage, is a killer. It's just twisted. The logic with these people is just so twisted. And some Negroes too. You got some Negroes like that too. Your Jason Whitlocks. Yup. Anton Daniels. Yup. You named it. Sure did. Marcellus Wiley. Their Fearless podcast. Yup. Daniel less than a penny. I like that. He a penny with a hole in it. Someone should have put a hole in him. Holes in him. Because that's the coward way to kill somebody. You kill him from behind. You choke that man from behind, put him in a chokehold. That's cowardly. But he did that because had he had been face to face with Brother Jordan, he would have beat the brakes off of him. Brother Jordan would have beat the brakes off of Daniel Penny. Y'all hear what I'm saying? I don't care that he was mentally disturbed. A lot of mentally disturbed people are strong as hell. They could throw them things. They know when their life is in danger. They could throw them things and they will F you up. You hear me? They will destroy you. And Jordan Neely would have destroyed Daniel Penny. I don't care he was former military. Who gives a damn? A lot of people who are veterans or former military, these tough guys, they've gotten their asses kicked. I've seen it. So Jordan Neely would have destroyed him on that train. That's why he had to come from behind him and put him in chokehold. And he knew it. Daniel Penny probably couldn't bust a grape in a wine factory. Coward. Coward. But y'all had no money. Y'all had no money, excuse me. Y'all had no issue, had no problem with sending him money for his defense. None. We didn't ask, well, what's he doing with the money? Is he going to use it for this? No. You still send it to him. Like you did Kyle Rittenhouse, like you did George Zimmerman. So, and these were savages. That piece of garbage, piece of shit skunk down there in South Carolina, um, that killed our brothers and sisters at Emmanuel AME Church in Charleston. They had a manhunt out for this devil. Then when they found him, they put a bulletproof vest on him and took his ass to Burger King to get a Whopper. I'm not making this up. When that devil killed 9 of our brothers and sisters at Emmanuel AME Church, after they prayed for him, he senselessly killed them, led them on a manhunt that lasted what, a whole day, I think, or close to a day. They found him in the woods of North Carolina, supposedly. I say supposedly. Put a bulletproof vest on him and took him to Burger King to get a Whopper before they sent him off to jail. Just just crazy. Now he's on death row because the pastor of the church was a South Carolina state senator. And in these United States, if you kill a politician, it's an automatic death sentence. It's automatic death penalty. So that's the only reason why this devil is on death row is because he killed a politician, which was the pastor of that church. But he got a Whopper. White folks had no problem with that. They probably would have gave him a parade. This is why I keep saying that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, the messenger, told black folks decades ago, separate, separate. We cannot live peaceably among the white mainstream society. We can't. No matter how much we march, pray, protest, vote, no matter how much we do these things, we cannot live peaceably among white mainstream society. We can't do it. We cannot do it. Prove me wrong. I was speaking to a good brother of mine from the mosque on yesterday. Great conversation we had. He said that black people are the only people who plead for civil rights. The Jews, they fight for the rights of Jews. Hispanics, they fight for the rights of Hispanics. Asians fight for the rights of Asians. Hell, the LGBTQ plus IA community fight for the rights of the LGBTQ plus IA community. Black folks, we fight for civil rights. We don't fight for the rights of black people. We fight for civil rights. And we're pleading with a devil who isn't civil. They don't have any civility in them. They don't have any civility, none whatsoever. And yet you're pleading for civil rights for savages who are anything but. Make that make sense. Think about that for a second. Where does that make sense? That'd be like the sheep pleading with the wolf to be civilized, to not to eat them, or pleading with the lion to not to eat them. Please, Mr. Wolf, don't eat us. Be tame and meek, and don't eat us. Pleading with the lion, please, Mr. Lion, don't eat us. Be civil with us. It's not in the wolf's nature to be friends with the sheep. It's not in the lion's nature to be friends with the sheep. They do what lions and wolves do, and that's kill and devour their prey. After, scoping them out, they're hunters, and the sheep are the hunted. It's in their nature. It's in the nature of the snake to kill the frog. It's in their nature. It is in their nature. This has been proven for centuries. And we don't even have to go back centuries. We can just look at the last 45 years. Mass incarceration, school to prison pipeline, which leads to mass incarceration. The war on drugs, which led to mass incarceration. All these things that's happened in our lifetime over the last 50 years. Over my lifetime, I've been alive almost 50 years now. Just in my lifetime, things that I've witnessed. I'm not going back to when my parents were children, when my grandparents were coming up, my great grandparents, my great grandparents, and so on and so forth. I'm going to just my lifetime. The almost 5 decades that I've been alive. What I've witnessed, we cannot live peaceably among white mainstream society. We cannot do it. We cannot do it. We need to separate. And the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, the messenger, Allah's messenger, told us this in Message to the Black Man. When are we going to learn? This isn't hate, a video on hate. This is a video on love, love, and being aware and being smart. We are the only people who plead for civil rights from a savage. Make that make sense. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down, hit that subscribe button so you get notifications whenever I do videos on here. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear them. Please, please, please drop your comments. Um, I know there are going to be many. There are going to be some, if not many, who disagree with me on what I said in this video. That's fine and dandy. Let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. In our disagreements, let's use logic, common sense, and respect, not emotion and disrespect. That will get you nowhere. So please, let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Let's do that, y'all. Share this video. Share it, share it, share it. Um, and yeah, share this video and let's have a conversation. We need to have it now more than ever before. Yes, we do. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think. I would love to see them. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. Subscribe to my channel here and my future projects coming up. It'd be greatly appreciated. I need y'all love and support. A brother can't do it without y'all support and love. And believe me when I tell y'all that. I do need y'all love and support. Thank you for your subscription, by the way. I appreciate that. Salute to you. Thank you. And tell others to subscribe. Spread the word. Spread the word. On that note, brothers as well as sisters, y'all be safe out here. Beware and be aware. Satan comes to steal, kill, and destroy now more than ever before. So please be safe out here. Whether you're going to work, coming home from work, dropping your children off at school, picking them up, running errands, whatever the case may be, on vacation, whatever. Just be safe out here. Beware and be aware. I love y'all. I will talk to you soon, inshallah. Have a blessed and wonderful day. And also, continue y'all love and support because I need it. So I love y'all. Have a blessed, wonderful day. I'm out. Assalamu alaikum.